don't take a nap. It's worthless. They
Nah,
might drop
man.
another WrestleMania chip
I saw
video.
that. That sucked.
It sucked. And you know what?
Our idea was so much better.
So much better. It was exactly what we expected. Where they walk
Yeah.
into the poker room, the only thing that didn't happen was Triple H wasn't the dealer. Instead, he was the narrator going through and like at one point. Oh, this is my favorite. Somebody thought this was a good idea. He stands next to Paul Heyman, and Paul has this like his Paul Heyman style approach where his stance is like this, where he's got his hands out and he's doing, I don't know, I can't even explain it. It's like sexy girl to the side, but it's Paul Heyman, so he's interested. And all of a sudden Paul Levesque starts doing it too next to him, and I'm like, why are you mimicking Paul Heyman's hands like in his stance? It's just not good. It wasn't good. And then I saw a lot of people saying like, "Oh, you should have the women should be involved. The women should be involved." 100%. No one is going to. Well, I shouldn't say no one's going to debate that because people are weird on the internet, and they clearly
Women are
did.
band from casinos, is what they're trying to tell you.
It's like it's just a whole bunch of middle-aged white guys playing poker, and I was like,
Checks out.
Yeah, you're right. It is. It's exactly what they did. They had absolutely no. They had Roman Reigns was the only man of any color, and there were no women, and it's like, and then the conversations turned to like, Rhea Ripley's a bigger draw than Brock Lesnar. I'm like, yeah, right now, I would argue that in many ways she is, and to a lot of people. So she is to a lot of people. I don't want anyone to misconstrue what I just said. I also was of the belief that if you keep saying that the women deserve a highlighted video too, you're going to get one, and you're not going to like it when it's Stephanie McMahon hosting a wine sangria night while they play craps so that they can get photos and videos of the women leaning over the table throwing dice so that you can get their pervert shots. Do not think for a second that this hasn't been discussed at this point.
Okay, I don't need the pervert shots or anything.
No, neither do I, but I wouldn't be surprised either.
I do like the idea of Stephanie McMahon taking them to an underground speakeasy, and they're at the craps table, and she does the same narration as Triple H does. I don't even remember what he said. I watched the video once, and they're just around the table, and they got the looks on their faces. So who would they use? So we need essentially 4 women and a manager, which I don't think those exist.
You'll get Rhea. You'll get
Rhea.
Bianca. You'll get Stephanie Vecchia. You might get Tiffany Stratton.
What? Maybe Stratton.
You'll get Stephanie Vecchia. There.
No Vecchia. Nikki Bella.
Maybe Nikki.
Yeah.
I think they'll have. I think they would go out of their way to get Stephanie.
Nah, Charlotte. Charlotte's got to be there. Charlotte's got to be there.
What about Alexa Bliss? Also, think about scraps. You can have like 10 women there. They're all cheering each other on because all the women are best friends in WWE. Remember?
Yeah. You don't need just 4. You need a whole lot. You could use a whole lot more there. I think if you have to narrow it down to 4, Rhea's a certain. Bianca, yes, but she's been on TV for so long that it's tough. Balloons.
Oh no, we're back. It's Pennywise. It's Halloween.
It's tough with Bianca, but I would still put her there. I'd still put her there. I know they're in on Vecker, but they're using stars, right? They're using they love Vecker, but they're using like good stars here, like that they're really in on. It's not shots fired. I know what you're doing, but that's fine. I think Charlotte, and because like Charlotte, they love Charlotte. And I feel like Nikki though, just legacy. If it's not Nikki, I'd say Tiffany over Vecker. Like they're going white, they're going blonde and white.
White blonde. That's why I'm trying to pick different here.
I understand. I get your point, but I'm looking at it from their perspective.
Oh, Ryan Lambert saying Rhea, Io, Bianca, and Stephanie. Io's another good shout. Again, I get it. Not white. I get it. It's so stupid.
You gotta have the white blonde there. Like you just do. I'm sorry. So everybody.
The white blonde is Charlotte then?
It might be Charlotte and Tiffany. Honestly, like it's at least one of them. And I think Charlotte to them. She's still top tier to them. Becky, it feels like she's got to be there too, though.
Yeah,
All right. My final decision is Rhea, Bianca, Becky, and Charlotte. That's my final people
Rhea,
that they would use.
Bianca, Becky, Charlotte.
Yeah, that's diverse. Come on now, that's some diversity there. More diverse than the men they pulled.
Well, that's easy. Uh, I'm like, is there anyone else that you could put? Like, you don't want to put. You're probably not going to put Bailey, even though she is legacy, but
Nah,
she's not presented up there. No, I get everyone that you're saying.
no,
Sorry, Alexis Gamer, we didn't get the that blonde woman. Jade is a good shout, just because Jade
Jade.
does
Yeah,
pop off on the screen, especially if she's being presented that way.
it's four people though. Like if you're gonna,
In this case, yes. In this case,
yeah, yeah. I understand arguments for Jade. I understand I was trying to argue Nikki Bella. I understand arguments for Io, Vecker. Like I get the arguments there. But you got to pick four out of this. And you got to if you're going to put Jade in there, you got to replace somebody. This isn't, people do this all the time of like, "Oh, this person's a top 10 player, this person's top 10 whatever." And then they name 15 people. It's like it doesn't work like that. You got like pick 10. Pick 4, and if you want to put one of the people in there, then you got to replace somebody. I named my final 4. I get the arguments for everybody else, but I've picked who I think they would go with if they did this commercial, which they're never going to do.
they're going to. They're going to do it. Stephanie's going to be sitting there, and she's going to be like, in WWE, legends are forever. But you know what else is forever? Diamonds and Vegas. When my dad set up WrestleMania, he knew this is going to go right in.
It's so hilarious that they did these vignettes, these walking vignettes, and got all the speculation. It's like, oh man, what could it be? New stable, whatever. And it's like, no, we're just trying to sell you on WrestleMania. That's all they try to like. They're just always trying to sell something. They don't care about television. What can they sell you?
Which is even funnier because, like, so some people speculated, like, oh, maybe it's because tickets went on sale last month. And people are like, oh, maybe ticket sales are soft and this is what they're doing. And it's like, this did feel a little like last minute-y, but maybe that was just the way we've thought about it because the way it was rolled out. But I don't think it has anything to do with like soft ticket sales. I just think it was, like you said, they're always trying to sell you something. But also they just picked a really poor way to do it, because it's not like they were announcing anything new out of this. It's not like tickets weren't already available, or that we didn't already know the location, or that we didn't know the dates. Everything in there was just evergreen material, and they thought they were rolling out this, like, because you can't do that to wrestling fans too, because wrestling fans will like take a look and be like, get really hyped up over something that's nothing, and then when the nothing turns out to, or when the something turns out to be nothing, then they kind of revolt against it. And that's what happened yesterday in different ways. Whether it was like it's all white guys, or it's Lesnar, or there were no women featured. Like everything that was pushed back was like legitimate pushback. So I don't know. I think it's nice to see people pushing back against poor marketing or just poor storytelling. And at one point, WWE was absolutely, from a business standpoint, they are still very hot. They are still making money hand over fist, and they're still getting it. But it's nice to see that from a creative standpoint, from the fan standpoint, people are starting to realize, oh, well, you're kind of falling off a bit, and maybe you're getting a little too big for your britches trying to do things this way. So let's maybe push back a little bit and tell you what we really think about the way you're rolling out this stuff. Meanwhile, WWE's like, well, we don't give a shit because you're going to pay us anyway. But it's nice to at least see that some people are pushing back and being more forthright about their feelings towards the product.
And then they're just gonna make another video to try to sell you on more stuff. That's all they're going to do. Like, we heard you. We listened to the fans. Here's your video with women. That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah. Swear to God, they're gonna do this Stephanie with all the women.
I hope they do. I think it'd be hilarious. They should do like girls' night. I mean, I don't know what that looks like, but
I was just thinking, if this was like 2002, the men would have been sent to the poker table and they would have been doing Girls, Girls, Girls by Motley Crue. And you know where they would have been. They would
Oh
have been
no.
going to the cat house in Vegas and it would have been that.
Oh,
Oh
that's so
God.
good.
And it would have been exactly what you'd think. And I'm glad we're so far past this. I'm so glad.
Nah, we don't need that.
No, but they absolutely would have. It's just awful. Andrew
we-
Zarian, you're listening. Come join the show. I know you're out there.
They should have done. They should have done like a girls' night. Maybe they will. It's just everybody hanging out, sitting around, drinking wine, and then it turns into like a pillow fight. I assume that's what happens at these girls' nights. That's what I've been told through years of television.
Well, they're using like old ass songs for all these vignettes. Like they're using "Back in the Saddle" by Aerosmith, and that's a song from like the late 70s and the 80s.
Yeah, because Triple H loves that stuff.
And I love that because I talked about this with the ESPN debut when they got to WrestlePalooza and they were using Renegades by Styx. It's like, what is this old ass music? And they're like, welcome to the new generation. It's like, huh? And so if they do this women's one and it's ladies night, they're going to do ladies night by Kool and the Gang. There's another 70s song that you can use for this particular video. There's plenty more over on Fightful Overbooked. Click that subscribe button, tap that bell, get your notifications. And while you're at it, like the videos, interact with them, say some stuff. We want to hear from you. While you're at it, join us every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern live for In the Weeds. You might like it.